Hi, everyone, and welcome into Plugged In. Today, we've got a good show for you. We're going to be visiting with the police chief of Lake Worth, Texas, and we'll be talking about some voting coming up in November. All of this and more coming up on this edition of Plugged In. Stay with us.
Good
Well,
morning, everybody.
hi, welcome into Plugged In. It's good to have all of you. I'm Jack. This is Karen with Palmore Real Estate, and we're very happy to be in your phone, in your living room, or on your computer today. And we thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Plugged In is a program, Karen, that gives us a chance to talk about what's going on in and around our area that we are so fond of. And today we've got a
Oh,
really
we had an
nice show.
interesting show. Yeah, we visited with the police chief, and
Yeah.
there's several weekend events that we want to bring to your attention, and
Hmm.
a lot of different things like that.
Yeah, and some good football action
Yeah,
coming up.
yeah, football.
But the November elections are coming up, and it's so very important that you vote in the November 8th elections. Wanted to tell everybody that the early voting starts on Monday.
It starts on Monday and goes through November 4th, I believe.
And
So
it's
go
very,
vote.
very, very important
It's
for you guys to get out and
I
vote.
don't know about you guys out there, but man, have I been inundated with emails after email after email of political stuff, not even in our state.
I
I'm just like,
understand. Yeah.
you know,
Well, somebody's doing their job, I guess.
yeah, I guess. Trying to get the word, but some of the commercials on TV are so hateful
Yeah, they are.
and not true. Oh,
Well, I'll tell you what, we want you to get out. If you haven't registered to vote, I think that deadline has
yes, this
passed,
past week. Yeah.
and early voting starts, as we mentioned, on Monday. So we encourage you to get out and vote. It is so
You
important
know,
this year,
if,
folks. If
if,
you don't like the way the
I was
inflation
going to
is,
say, if this is hitting you in your pocketbook,
man, it's
you got
killing
to
us.
stand up and say, I'm not
Enough's enough.
enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
just enough.
absolutely. This week we had a good opportunity to sit down and visit with the chief of police with the Lake Worth Police Department. What a tremendous
Very
guy.
nice young man.
Very cordial to us, answered the questions, and we gave him an opportunity to voice his opinion on several things around here. And that's the topic of this week's All Around Town. Watch. Welcome to another edition of All Around Town, and we're very honored and very pleased to be here at the Lake Worth Police Department with our very own Lake Worth Police Chief, Chief J.T. Manoushagian. And first of all, it's good to have you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Let's talk a little bit about some of the problems, if we could, Chief, about what your officers, the men and women in blue, are facing in today's society.
Sure. So we have some unique circumstances and situations that we deal with, particularly here in Lake Worth, because we have 250,000 people who pass through our city every day. And so the challenge for police all over the country is how do you connect with your community and how do you ensure that you have a relationship with them? But that difficulty is a little different for us because we have so many people that we want to have a relationship with who don't necessarily live here. And so we go to great lengths to offer opportunities for engagement and to reach out, whether it's through social media or next door or in person events, to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to have a relationship with them. We believe that trust is the foundation of any police department. You can't police effectively, and you certainly can't meet the community's expectations without a layer of trust. And so we just work really hard to not only develop that with our community, but with all of those people who pass through.
Chief, one of the things that bothers me in particular, and a lot of our viewers out there, and a lot of just average, everyday citizens is the danger that your officers face every single day.
Sure. Early this morning, late yesterday evening, Carrollton lost an officer in the line of duty, hit by a suspected drunk driver. And that's the third this year. We had Detective Cervantes, who was killed off duty with his family here coming through Lake Worth. We had the Dallas officer who was killed just a couple of weeks ago by a drunk driver. And then we had the Carrollton officer last night. That's one example of the dangers, the kind of dangers that our officers face. Not to mention the rise in violent crime, the danger of the fentanyl crisis that we're dealing with right now. But those dangers have always existed for this profession. And I'm proud to be standing with the next generation who's stepping into that role and protecting our communities and facing those dangers head on. Of course, as a police chief, we're doing everything in our power to provide them with the tools and the protection that we can give them to keep them safe. But this is an inherently dangerous profession.
I saw something, pardon me, the other day, Chief, where they were saying or asking moms and dads to look at the candy that their kids collect this Halloween. I'm sure you do too.
Sure. But the one thing that I will say with that is around this time of year, there's always a lot of hype and concern about what it is that, children are getting when they're, trick or treating. And I think it's reasonable to be cautious. And so I would certainly recommend looking through those things and making sure that you're aware of what's in there. But we don't have any credible information that would indicate there's anything to be worried about. I think just general precautions, good involved parenting will go a long way. So just, look through it, but there's nothing to worry about.
I'll tell you what, there's no way we can thank your officers for what they do every single day and then hoping they get home to see their families that night. What is some of the ways that we, as the average everyday citizen, can help to work with the officers?
I would say that the most powerful thing that the community can give us costs nothing at all, and that is just their support. Those words of encouragement that we get at lunch, those friendly waves that we get when we're driving through town, that means the world. At Lake Worth, we are really blessed to have a supportive mayor, council, and city government that gives us everything we could possibly need to ensure our officers are taken care of. And so just the community's support, is priceless. Now, I would never ask or expect that the community give that to us for no reason. Like I mentioned before, I think that is something that we have to earn every day. And if we are doing that, if we're doing our part to earn that trust and respect, then those waves, those words, that's enough for us.
I understand. Now, how about recruitment? Are you actively recruiting new officers for Lake Worth?
Yes, recruitment, hiring, and retention is a challenge all across the country for law enforcement, and it's certainly something that we are experiencing and dealing with here. We are on paper, we're completely full at the officer level. We have a patrol sergeant's opening, and then we just hired a couple of new dispatchers. But the fact that we're full on paper is a bit misleading. When we hire a new officer that's uncertified, that means, they're coming in, no experience. We have to send them to the police academy. They have to go through field training. And that's about a year-long process from the time they go to the police academy, graduate, go through field training. So, again, we're full on paper, but we're not going to feel fully staffed. The community isn't going to experience a fully staffed police department until we get those officers released from training through the academy and they're out there on their own.
So, am I to understand that maybe you are continuing that process of looking for new officers all the time?
We're fortunate here that we don't have openings all that often, but retirements, promotions, I mean, things happen that are good that happen to create vacancies. And so we deal with that when it comes. We're always looking for good people, so that when an opportunity does come up, we can go to them and make that offer to them. We also heavily recruit interns. So we've got great relationships with area colleges and community colleges, and we love to see young people come in and see behind the curtain and better understand what police work really is, because what you see on TV, CSI, NCIS, that's not really what it's like. And so it's important to give that behind the scenes look to young people as they consider, what part of the profession they might want to go into. So if any of your viewers or listeners have, young children, or if any, young people who are considering a career in law enforcement are listening, would certainly encourage them to take a look at our website and see about our internship opportunities.
That's terrific. Well, I'll tell you what, there's nothing we can do or say, Chief, to adequately tell you how much we appreciate your department and all you do every single day. Is there anything in particular you would like to leave our audience with as far as the Lake Worth PD is concerned?
I would just like to reiterate our mission and our values. So our mission here at Lake Worth PD is to create a safe environment where life and commerce thrive. We understand that we are that thoroughfare. We are that place where people come to shop and eat and fill their cars up with gas. And so we want people to feel the safest that they've ever felt when they're here in our community and they're entrusting us with their care. And we accomplish that mission through excellence in service and protection. So that service and protection is the age old, that's always been kind of the motto for law enforcement, but we want to take that to the next level. And that's why we add the word excellence in there. So I just want to reassure you and your listeners that when we come to work every day, those things are on our mind, that when you're here, that you feel safe and protected, and that should you have any encounter with our department, that you walk away saying, that was the most excellent experience I've ever had with law enforcement. And if we accomplish that, as the chief, I would love to know, so that I can share that praise and encouragement with our officers. And if for some reason we don't meet those expectations, I'd like to know that as well, so that we can make adjustments. That's what a relationship is all about. It's feedback, it's talking, it's discussion. And so that's what we're here to do. We want everybody to feel comfortable. We want them to receive excellent service, and we want that relationship.
Well, I'll tell you what, next time you see an officer, no matter, pardon me, where you're at, be it a restaurant, a service station, at the car wash, go up to them and shake their hand and tell them how much you appreciate their service. And speaking of that, Chief, I really want to thank you for your time this morning. And if there's any way we can help get the word out for the PD, let us know.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much for that.
And that's another edition of All Around Town here on Plugged In. Stay with us. More is coming up.
He was such a nice guy.
What a great guy. Thank you, Chief, so much.
We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend 15, 20 minutes with us and talk about your department.
And folks, you have no idea what our men and women in blue have to go through every day, the fears that they are going through, especially in today's society. We just need to get back to the point of showing them our total respect. And if you do get pulled over for a violation, don't get stupid. Listen to the officer, let him tell you what you did wrong, and admit that you did wrong, and go on. That makes our society strong.
It does. And we need them. I mean,
We do.
we just need police officers. I don't care what some people say.
We sure do.
We
sure
need
do.
police officers to keep, us safe.
Well, thanks to Chief Manoushagian for taking that time, and just not only him at Lake Worth PD, but all of the surrounding PDs like Azle, Springtown,
Yeah, all of
Weatherford,
them.
all of them. They deserve your respect, and trust me, they will work to earn that respect. Just show that respect
Yeah,
every
if you
single
respect
day.
them, they'll
They'll
respect
respect
you
you.
back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to visit with the chief. But we got some football coming up this weekend.
Yeah, I have to admit something.
What?
Okay, to all you
we
Weatherford
go.
High School fans, when I was Googling the Weatherford High School schedule, I didn't realize I had the Weatherford High School in Oklahoma. I didn't realize it until I felt so stupid. I didn't, I didn't realize it until I saw that they were playing Elk City, Oklahoma, where we used to live there a few years back. And I'm like, Elk City? That didn't make any sense. And then I noticed. So I apologize for all the misinformation
In the past few weeks.
in the past few weeks. Please forgive me.
Absolutely.
Just a senior moment, maybe. I don't know.
Well, that's the beauty of being unscripted. We just,
Yeah,
we just
you know,
have
it
a
is
lot
what
of
it
fun.
is.
We're going to make mistakes,
Yeah.
and that's the fun of it all. But
Excuse
if
me.
you are interested in attending a high school football game in your area, well, let's take a look at who's playing who and where.
There you
Right here.
And there you have it.
I love
And
high
this
school football.
this week, Weatherford's schedule is correct.
It's what?
Correct. It's correct.
It is correct. Okay.
I feel like the biggest dummy.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, there's some things going on around our area you need to know about.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us about it?
Well, this first one is the Azel Main Street Wine Crawl, and it is actually today,
Yeah.
Thursday, from 5:30 to 9. You can go and grab your map and head around to all the businesses that are sponsoring this and have a little taste of wine. And
Have a little wine.
yeah, yeah.
And that's in Azel, our
Azel.
good friends
It's on
over
Main
there.
Street. If you're familiar with Azel, it's on Main Street.
Absolutely.
And I don't think there's any cost, but they do welcome donations.
Absolutely. It does cost. to
Also,
put
this
on.
weekend is the Alliance Aviation Expo presented by Bell.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you this, that I went online because I wanted to go, and they are sold out. But I'll guarantee you can probably find some parking lot
You certainly
and park
can.
your car for free and watch the planes.
I'm
And
telling you, it is.
Yeah.
It is fun to watch.
it
too.
is, it is. Hopefully they'll fly over our house, but who knows?
Who
Sometimes
knows?
they do, sometimes they don't. Also, in Mansfield is Mansfield.
Yeah.
It's the Water to Lantern Festival. I think it's Mansfield. No, it's in Fort Worth. How did Mansfield get up there? Okay, there we go again. Anyway, it's actually at Panther Island.
I got you.
And sorry for the mistake there, but it's from.
Allergies.
It's actually 4 to 8:30. Boy, I got that all wrong.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Back to the coffee pot.
Or the liquor. Okay, here's the Mansfield. Sorry. And also, they have the Mansfield Independent School District Wonderfall. And there are ticket prices, so we encourage you to go online and take a look. All you have to do is Google Tarrant County events or Mansfield events, and it'll pop up and tell you where to go to purchase tickets.
All right. Sounds good.
So
Sounds good.
that's
Gonna be
what's
a lot
going
of
on
fun
this
this
weekend, even
weekend.
though I'm. Oops.
Yeah,
Ah.
have some more coffee.
I know. I'm going to put some whiskey in mine. No, I'm just kidding. I don't drink whiskey.
No, she does not. She does not. But those are just a few of the things that you can get into this weekend and have a little fun with your entire family.
Yeah, and also, we're fixing to put how you can contact us. And we did notice on the YouTube that if you Google plugged in, it takes you to another plugged in show. And it's not ours.
It is not
So
ours.
we're going to have to
and-
make some changes
Yeah.
there. So that'll be coming up, in a week or so.
Yeah, if you'd like to see our latest show, and most of our shows are still up. Just go on our Facebook group page, and that's so easy to find. Just go on to Facebook and go down to where it says group, click on it, hit search, and type in Powered Up and Plugged in. And that'll bring you right in. And we hope you'll join our Facebook group page and join in with some of the conversation we have every week by questions we ask. And if you have an idea or suggestion for our show, or there may be someone that you know of that is very interesting, be it a musician, an artist, a teacher, a child, dancer, it doesn't matter.
Artist.
We look for all kinds of interesting people in and around our area that we can bring to you every week. And you can also get in touch with us via email.
That's right. Just email us at pluggedin2024 at gmail.com, and we'd love to hear from you.
And we really would.
We would.
It's a lot of fun doing this every week, and we have met some great people and some new businesses that we welcomed into our greater area. And that's the fun of it, and we hope you'll join us every week as we continue to highlight things going on in and around our community, because we love it here.
Yeah, we do. This is our home.
It's a great community to live in, and if we're all taking care of each other, it just makes us that much stronger.
Yes.
It really does. It's been a lot of fun this week, folks, and we invite you to join us each and every Thursday for a new show right here. And we appreciate your time and your effort. And once again, to Chief Manoushagian,
And we might have a
thank
big
you.
announcement next week.
We are going to have a big announcement next week, and we hope you'll join us for that because we're very, very excited about it.
Yes.
Till we see you again, everyone, we always tell you to take care of each other. Be nice. Doesn't cost anything to be nice.
And God bless everybody.
Absolutely. God bless you, and
Remember
God
to
bless our
vote.
great country, the United States of America. Early voting starts Monday. Till we see you next week, for Karen, I'm Jack. Have a great weekend, everybody. Take care.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.